Hi everyone, welcome to Montessori Group of Schools, Telangana. My name is Kiran Injamuri. I am here to teach General Science for class 6th. Today, in our first video, we are going to discuss about the first chapter of class 6th General Science, which is our food. So before we start our class today, if you are attending this class with a notebook and a pen, that would be great. But if you are not, just pause the video right here and grab yourself a notebook and a pen. Perfect. So let's start our class today. So in our day-to-day life, we eat different types of food items. We eat different types of food items like idli, chapati, dosa, pakodi, and we would also eat boiled rice, chicken biryani, vegetable curries, and curd, and different types of snacks. So that means in our day-to-day life, so one can eat different types of food items. Okay, so that means there seems to be a very much variety of food items that we eat. Okay, so if you want to prepare a list of food items that you eat in your day in your life, okay, the list would be very much long. Okay, so now let's see, so where these food items are coming from actually, so what these food items contain. Okay, so for example, so if you want to know about what these food items contain, so let's see a few examples. So few examples of food items that we commonly eat in our daily life. So here I have provided a table for you. So here in this table, the first column is food item. So in this column, there you can see I have provided three examples: roti or chapati. Second example is dal. We can also call it as sambar. And the third one, it is idli. Okay. So these are the common food items that we eat in our daily life. So let's see what these food items contain, what they are made of. Okay. So for the first example, roti or chapati. So to prepare roti or chapati, one would require atta, that means wheat powder, and we also require some water, and we also require some oil. Okay, so here these are the materials: atta, water, and oil. These are the materials to prepare chapati. Okay, next, for the second example, dal, or we can call it as sambar. To prepare sambar, one should require pulses. So that may be, so there are different types of pulses like red gram, green gram, black gram, white gram. And to prepare dal, so we commonly use red gram. So here for the pulses, we can use red gram. Next we require some water, and we require some salt, and we require some oil or ghee, and we require some spices. We add some spices like green chilies, red chilies. We can also add some black pepper also, like that. So these are the materials: pulses, water, salt, oil or ghee, and spices are the materials which are required to prepare dal. So similarly for the third example, so that means idli. You can see to prepare idli, one would require rice, black gram, salt, and some water. Okay, so rice, black gram, salt, and water are the materials to prepare food item idli. So, okay, so if you observe these different examples of food items and the materials required to prepare these food items, so we can observe that, so we require different types of materials to prepare different types of food items. So apart from these three examples, you can also list out some other examples from your daily life that you can eat. Okay, so for example, if you take chicken curry, to prepare chicken curry, one would require some amount of chicken, onions, salt, oil, etc. So those are the materials which are required to prepare that particular type of food item. Okay, so now these materials, the materials which are required to prepare food item, they are called as ingredients. 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 Ingredients are nothing but materials which are required to prepare food item. Here in this first example, atta, water, and oil are the materials which are required to prepare chapati. So these are called the ingredients of chapati. This will become the ingredients of chapati. And similarly for the second example, Pulses, water, salt, oil and ghee, spices, these materials are called the ingredients of food item dal. So similarly for the third example, rice, black gram, salt and water are the ingredients of food item idli. So similarly, you can list out different types of food items and also the materials which are required to prepare those food items, and those materials will become the ingredients of those particular types of food items. Understand? So now let's see where these food ingredients are coming from. Okay, so here the ingredients can also be called as food ingredients. Okay, so now where these food ingredients are obtaining from? So are they obtaining from a market? No. So they are actually obtaining from different other places. So let's see what other places are. So here for the first example, let's see for the three examples that I have listed here. So for the first example, chapati. So here the ingredients required to prepare chapati are wheat powder, that means atta, water and oil. These are the ingredients, right? So now, so the wheat powder is obtained from a wheat plant. Water is obtained from river, ponds or groundwater. Oil, that means coconut oil, it may be coconut oil or sunflower oil or groundnut oil or olive oil. So the oil is obtained from different types of plants like peanut, coconut, sunflower, okay, and olive oil. So like that. So second example, dal. To prepare dal, we require different types of ingredients like pulses, water, salt, oil and ghee and spices. So here pulses, that means red gram, it is obtained from red gram plant, and water is obtained from groundwater or river or ponds, and salt is obtained from sea water. Next, oil and or ghee. Oil is obtained from different plants, just like for the first example, and ghee is obtained from cow or goat. Next, the spices. So green chilies, red chilies and black gram, they mostly obtained from a plant. So that means the spices, green chilies are obtained from a green chili plant, a chili plant, and black pepper is obtained from pepper plant. So like this, so let's see for the third example, idli. Rice is obtained from paddy field. Next, black gram is obtained from a black gram plant. Salt is obtained from seawater, and water is obtained from rivers, ponds or groundwater. So that means, so if you observe all these ingredients and the places where they are coming from, so we can observe that, so they are either obtaining from plants or from animals, and also from different places. For example, if you see here, atta is obtained from wheat plant, which is a plant. Okay, so water is obtained from river, oil is obtained from again a plant, and the pulses, they are obtaining from plant, water is obtained from river, salt is obtained from seawater, and oil is obtained from a plant, but the ghee is obtained from an animal. Spices, they are obtaining from a plant, rice is obtaining from a plant, black gram is from a plant, salt from river, water from salt from ocean, and water is from river. So that means, so if you just list out the ingredients which are required to prepare any other food items, so you would finally came to know that, so most of the ingredients that we require to prepare different types of food items, so they are obtaining to us from mainly plants, animals, and also from some other places. So these plants and animals are called the sources of these food ingredients. Okay, so the food ingredients which are required to prepare the particular type of food items, they are obtaining from either plants or from animals, and there are also very few examples of food ingredients which are obtaining neither from plants nor from animals. For example, salt, it is obtained from seawater, and water is obtained from groundwater. And for example, let's take baking soda, which is an ingredient to prepare some baking items like a cake. So it is obtained from, it is chemically prepared. Actually, it is prepared in factories. It is neither from a plant nor from an animal. So that means, so most of the food ingredients, that means sources of food ingredients, okay, they are obtaining from plants, animals, and also from some other places. Okay, so we have discussed about different ingredients which are required to prepare different types of food items, and also we have discussed about different sources of those food ingredients. So for example, so what are the different sources of food ingredients? Plants, animals, are the main sources of food ingredients. But there are also some ingredients which are obtaining from some other places, but mainly most of the ingredients are obtained from plants and animals. Okay, so now let's see, so what are the different ways of preparing food? Okay, so I think you may have seen, so your mother cooking different types of food items in your home, right? Okay, so let's see what are those different types of food items that your mother would prefer to prepare different types of food items. So here you can see methods of preparing food. Okay, that means different ways of preparing food. So here we have 7 different ways. So first one, boiling; second one, steaming; third one, fermentation; fourth one, roasting; fifth one, deep fry; sixth one, shallow frying; seventh one, chopping and mixing. So let's see, so what are the different food items so which are prepared by using these different types of food items. So for the first method, boiling, with the help of boiling process, we can prepare different types of food items, but most commonly, but the most common example is rice. So the rice is boiled, so before we eat it. So next, for the second method, here it is steaming. So with the help of steaming, we can cook idlis. Okay, so we can also cook some other different types of food items, but mostly we can prepare food item like idli. Next, fermentation. So actually, fermentation is a process, so where some chemical process is involved here. For example, we all know that, so our so our mother would prepare a curd with the help of a milk and a small amount of a curd by adding to it. Okay, so she would keep it, so the whole night, and when it comes to the morning, it will become into a curd. Okay, so here the whole night, the milk and the small amount of the curd, it will undergo a process called fermentation, and that is how the milk is converted into a curd. Okay, so here the fermentation process involved in that process, the fermentation process is involved in that. Okay, so with the help of fermentation process, we can prepare curd. Okay, next example, the next method that you can see, roasting. With the help of roasting, we can so roasting is usually done, okay, just on a, so just above the fire, we can cook some food items like peanuts. Okay, and also we can prepare some food items like vegetable curries like that. So here, with the help of roasting, we can prepare food items like roasted peanuts or like that. Next, deep frying. So deep frying is usually done in huge amount of oil actually. So here, with the help of deep frying, we can prepare some pakodi like puri or etc. So like that. Next, sixth method, it is shallow frying. So in shallow frying method, we only use very less amount of oil, and so with the help of less amount of oil, so we prepare some food items like a vegetable curry, or here you can see chicken is getting fried with the help of less amount of oil. So like that. Next, last method, chopping and mixing. Okay, so chopping is cutting into small pieces and mixing them all together. So here, with the help of chopping and mixing, we can prepare a fruit salad, okay, which is very so pretty to eat. So these are the different methods of preparing food: boiling, steaming, fermentation process, next roasting, deep fry, shallow frying, and chopping and mixing. Okay, so these are the different methods of preparing food. So any method can be used to prepare any particular type of a food item. So the mostly, so when we are preparing food item, okay, so we use any of these different methods. Okay, so next, so once we prepare food item, okay, so then how long it would stay? Okay, for example, so we all know that the pickle would last for a very long time. It would stay at least for 2 to 3 months, or even for up to 4 to 5 months. So what about a curry? So will it last for a very long time? No. Okay, so it will only last up to 24 hours actually. So what is the reason behind this difference? Okay, so actually here, so to prepare a pickle, so one would add some different types of materials actually. One special type of food ingredients, they are called preservatives. Okay, by adding those ingredients, the pickle, it would last for very long time, it would store for very long time. Okay, so But when we are preparing some vegetable curry or some any other curries, okay, they would so we are not using the food ingredients in required quantities. That is why they only last for very short time. Okay, here the different preservatives like salt, chili powder, oil, and the drying process is also one process how to preserve, how to store food item for a long time. And next is sugar syrup. Okay, so here by adding huge amount of salt and huge amount of chili powder and oil, okay, we can store the food item for a very long time. Okay, so here salt, chili powder and oil, they are the preservatives, okay, which are used to store that for particular food item for a very long time. Understand? And we also know that so the fish, okay, it will get dried under the sun, okay, so that it can be used for so many days. Okay, so next is sugar syrup. Okay, to prepare some some sweet things, okay, we would also use some sugar syrups like this gulab jamuns, like that we would prefer some sugar syrup. By adding this sugar syrup, that food item will stay for a very long time. Okay, so like this, so there's a there are different types of preservatives. But actually if you want to know what are the different preservatives, okay, so if you just observe, whenever you purchase any food item like Lays or chips or any other particular biscuits or those things, so in the back of that pack, there you can see they have given some preservatives list, you can see. Okay, so and actually so to prepare that particular type of a food item in market, so they would use different types of preservatives which are very harmful for our health. So that's why many of you have told that so you should not eat the outside food. Okay, it is not very so it is not a very good to eat outside food, because they will use some very harmful preservatives to store that food. Okay, so that's why so I request you to never never go to never suggest outside food, okay, to eat. So these are the different points in this lesson, our food. Okay, so first one is what are the different types of ingredients, and next we have discussed about different types of sources of food ingredients like plants and animals. And next we have discussed about the different methods of preparing food here, like boiling, steaming, fermentation, roasting, deep frying, shallow frying, and chopping and mixing. And also there are different examples for these different methods. And next we have discussed about the preservation techniques. So in order to preserve food, so one would use different types of ingredients like salt, chili powder, oil, and sugar syrup. So with the help of these ingredients, we can store the food for very long time. Okay, so these are the different preserving techniques actually. So that's all for today. So if you want any further information, you can go through your textbook. Okay, so and please watch this video again and again for better understanding. Okay, so I hope you all have learned so much from this class. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a nice day.